You guys got nominated for the Grammy!
Yay! Grammy!
Without gaining weight?
No, on tour we lose weight. Yeah.
That's insane!
It's great. The pizza diet. Try it. It works. Yeah.
Yo guys, welcome to SHVR Infinite Coolture, where you can get full access to discover the infinite coolness with me, Gabby, here, where you can get inspiration from the stories of local and also worldwide culture experts. For this episode today, we're gonna have a special guest, but before we start, please don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel for more podcast episodes. And also you can listen to this podcast on Spotify. Don't forget to follow at SHVR_ID on Instagram to get the newest info about lifestyle and for sure updates on this podcast. And also if you want this cool merchandise that I'm wearing, visit the SHVR store on Tokopedia. Without further ado, it's time for us to invite our special guest today. They're the twin sister, Australian DJ duo. Let's give it up for Nervo!
Hi!
Hey Miriam and Olivia, welcome to SHVR Infinite Coolture Podcast. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. We're very honored. First thing first, how are you guys feeling? And can you tell us where are you guys right now?
Thank you for that lovely introduction. Yes, we're in Australia right now, Melbourne, the town where we were born and grew up in.
Yeah, we actually came here before Christmas because it was our grandmother's
90th
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're here and we're doing a little bit of work, speaking to you guys.
And it's summer.
It's summertime.
Okay, before we jump into the more deeper question, I have a simple question for you guys. How do you guys start your career as a DJ in the music industry?
Well, I feel like we started in the music industry quite early on. We were 15 and we were
Writing songs.
Yeah, demos.
Yeah.
Pop songs. And we just wanted our songs to be placed by other artists. We didn't mind if they were pop stars, DJs, or anything like that. Yeah. Bit by bit, our musical taste started changing towards more
dance, grooves. We started working with some more DJs.
Yeah.
And we had some success with some DJs writing their songs for them. So then after that success, we decided we should be DJs.
Well, actually, it was a record label that offered us a record deal.
Yeah.
And we really love DJing. All of our friends are DJs, by the way. Yeah. They're graphic designers or documentary makers.
Or accountants.
Yeah.
But they DJ on the weekends.
Yeah. So. And we didn't want to... I know we sing and we produce music, but we didn't want to do the pop star thing. No, because it's just not... We love the DJ, the nightlife, you know? Yeah. So then, bit by bit...
Nervo was born.
Yeah.
Because we used to be just Liv and Mim, the songwriters, and then we had to come up with a name, and we were Nervo.
Yeah. True. We did it differently to some people. Like you've got the Martin Garrixes out there that they're 17 years old and they want to be a DJ. But with us, we just wanted to make music and be in the studio all day, every day. And then actually we got a taste for DJing and then our life changed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. And a couple of months ago, I saw you guys flying on a hot air balloon on Instagram and DJing right up in the sky. It's very lit, guys. Can you tell us the story, please?
So we were invited by Heineken to go to the Formula One in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
To play at the Formula One in a socially distanced way.
Yeah. And they came up with this awesome idea that we should perform in a hot air balloon. It was the first time I'd ever been in a hot air balloon, you too?
I think so.
Yeah. And it was scary. It was really windy on the day that we shot.
Yeah, I know.
Beatport was streaming it. So we were under a bit of pressure to make sure that, it was a good performance because it was going to live forever online.
And it was freezing cold. Our hands we couldn't move our hands.
Yeah.
Truly. We're used to that though, because, you know, you do gigs on the ski slopes and you get really cold. But add the element of moving.
Yeah, it was moving forward, back, side, around. And we were just doing our best to keep the music going.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's something to remember, definitely. And also, Nervo has always made it into the top 100 DJs since 2012, guys, by DJ Mag. And can I say that you are one of the pioneers of Women DJ right now? How are you guys feeling about that achievement?
Well, thank you guys. That's massively flattering to say that, you know.
And we do understand there are a lot less women in our biz. But I think times are changing, actually. I think there's a lot more. From when we started to now, I feel like the landscape is changing quite quickly.
Yeah.
Thanks to dance music becoming more popular. I think there are some genres within dance music where there are a lot of women killing the
like
game.
Techno, the bass scene in America, they have loads of girls. I think at the beginning, we didn't really pay much attention to the fact that the gender skew was so off.
Yeah.
But I think now that we're mums and we've been touring for over a decade, I think now it's a lot more obvious.
Yeah, you feel it more.
That how we women are at a disadvantage, you know, with this kind of career, you know, having to balance everything in life. I think it's just a general bigger picture conversation about how women
it's hard to have a career, concentrate on your career 100%, but also have a family. I think that was the big turning point. We never, we're used to being
busy,
but also the minority in our chosen field. Like even when we were doing our production courses.
Yeah, we were the only girls.
Exactly right. And so that's fine. I've always felt great around the boys.
Yeah.
But when you become a mum, it's just a little bit different. You feel how you as a woman are a little bit more needed. Well, you're definitely more needed for your children.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's where you need to find the nice balance.
Does being a female DJ give you like more powerful energy? Like it's a female power?
So yes, I believe there is a female power to DJing. I personally love how many women DJ. I feel like we have a different sensibility when we DJ, when we make music. And you and I have always loved women DJs.
Yeah, we liked Sonic.
Yeah.
Back she came up in the 2000s, right?
Yeah. And I love DJ Kitten.
Yeah.
Caroline, she's amazing. You know, there's something about the way women feel music compared to men, and I love it. So yes, us women do have a special DJ power.
Girl power.
You guys have your babies, right? Do you want your child to be DJs also in the future?
Yeah, I mean, my little girl already asks me to be a DJ.
Yes, she does.
And Mim's little girl, Ithaca, has the best voice, so I think she's going to be a singer. I think there's definitely music in their blood.
Yes. Nervo 2.0 coming up. No, they love, you know, whenever we're away on tour or at a gig, if the girls are getting upset, then our nanny will play a video of us playing either at Tomorrowland or in a music video, and the girls love it. Yeah. And so I think now they're like, we want to be DJs, which I would completely support.
You so, yeah, momager.
I just think it's a great life. We love our job. They love music. If they're good at it and they want to do it, why not? We'll support anything.
They already have like their mom's blood in them for the music passion. And also, fun fact, you guys are the co-writer for the song When Love Takes Over with David Guetta and also Kelly Rowland, which you guys got nominated for the Grammy!
Yay!
And what has been your driving force of inspiration as a musician and also as a woman?
Yeah, that was wild.
Changed our lives.
Overnight, people were interested in the music we've been making for the last decade.
Yeah, it was great for our back catalogue as well.
Yeah.
So we had so many records that were ready to be pitched.
And yeah, so what do we take from inspiration? Well, I think we just take life.
Yeah.
I remember in the early days when we started producing, definitely just being out in clubs and hearing the music was such an inspiration to
Seeing
us.
the reaction, seeing what drops work the best.
Yeah.
And then we would take inspiration from other people's tracks.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when it comes to songwriting, inspiration comes from our own life, also our friends' lives.
Yeah, like lyrics can be really personal to us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We've written a lot of really personal songs in the last couple of years. I think being mums brought a whole other
Lyrical inspiration.
personal side.
And I think inspiration is constantly there. If there's certain days where you're not in each other's flow as well as other days, and there's always homework to do in the studio. There's never enough hours in the studio, I find.
Yeah.
So on days where we're really vibing and going well, we just throw down loads of ideas and they come quickly. And then to produce the actual records takes a long
forever.
time. Yeah.
And I also have a question, like as a songwriter, do you guys has like creative block sometime, or always getting productive and creative all the time, getting inspiration everywhere?
So I think a way that we keep things fresh is we have about 5 or 6 records going at the same time.
Simultaneously.
So if Mim's hating something that I'm working on, then I'll definitely like something she's working on.
Yeah.
Or sometimes we work separately. But there's just always a lot of work to do.
Yeah. And if you get stagnant on one idea, you just move on straight to the next one. And we like to do a lot of different ideas. Like we don't work on the same BPM, or sometimes we'll be working on a collaboration in a different way. It might be a track collaboration or a vocal collaboration. So yeah, just honestly, there's always so many sessions to finish up or tweak away at.
Okay guys, and as a female DJ, are there any new woman DJs that caught your guys' attention this year?
Okay, great. So we get asked the female questions quite a lot, being women in our biz. And yeah, there are a lot of female DJs that have our attention because we all like to support each other. And I love what Charlotte DeWitte is doing. I love it that she's been reigning the techno world for a long time, along with, of course, Nina. Yeah.
I think in the bass scene, there's Alice in Wonderland, fellow Aussie.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. It's been great to see her rise. And
Peggy's smashing it. Yeah, it's really nice to see amazing, fierce, talented women being supported and killing it in the biz. In all genres within dance music.
it would be nice if there were more in our genre.
Yeah.
I think the techno scene is still dominating with girls.
I see. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, guys, before we jump into the next question, SHVR, don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel for more podcast episodes. Lo juga bisa dengerin podcast ini di Spotify ya. Okay, let's jump back with Nervo. So guys, will any new project be released soon, or are there any upcoming projects?
Yes, 2022 will be jam-packed, I'm sure. It's all about working the releases together with the label schedule. Mm-hmm. So we do, I think we have one coming out on Thrive in February. Is that right?
Yeah, we released Gotta Be You with them this time last year.
Exactly.
So,
be a year anniversary. Yeah, quick.
It's crazy, this year has flown. But there's always heaps going on, but we just try not to jinx it by talking about it too much.
Yeah, and sometimes things will be pushed back because you can't shoot the music video on time or something like that. But yeah, we have so much in the pipeline. Fingers crossed it goes well.
Yeah.
So 2021 was a great year for releasing records that weren't so club crazy. Mm-hmm. The drops weren't as hard. But we did make quite a few records that were still, I believe, right for the clubs, right?
Yeah, so they'll be coming out later when COVID finishes and we can all feel the vibe and the energy of a festival or a club.
Yeah, because we luckily were able to play a few sets this year. Yeah. Last year actually, when this is airing.
Yeah.
In 2021. And we missed that high energy. So yeah, those records, I can't wait to get out and, you know, feel with the crowd.
Okay, so that's exciting. Can't wait for it. And also, after this pandemic, how was your first gig like? Like after a while of like not performing, not DJing, and then coming back to your first gig, how was it?
It felt amazing.
Epic.
It was in Thailand, and we had to quarantine for a few weeks beforehand
In Bangkok.
to play.
Our gig in Bangkok was cancelled, but then we luckily did have a New Year's Eve gig in Phuket. And it was amazing. It was amazing. It was needed by everyone, by us, by the clubbers.
I think there were probably like, how many, was there 2,000 people?
It was a lot of people.
It's a club illusion if you know it. And it was just the best energy. I almost cried. It was just so great to be back. Playing a club too, because clubs, it can be really cool because it's more of an intimate vibe than festivals.
Like finally you're back on track, back DJing and performing again, right? And also a couple months ago, I noticed that you guys released a song that you guys made with Avicii, but there's no Avicii in that song. Can you guys please tell the story for us?
Yeah, so that song is called Not Giving Up on Us.
Enough is enough.
Or Enough is Enough.
Yeah.
But basically, we worked with Avicii many, many years ago. We started working with him in 2011, and we became good friends.
Yeah.
And then
It was before Bromance was released.
yeah, it was when he was playing under Tim Bergling, which was his real name.
Yeah, he released some records one was called Alcoholic. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah, and I think it was before his huge explosion into popularity. And anyway, as we were working, his hype was building so fast.
Yeah.
And so it was getting harder and harder to finish songs. We finished a few and we released a few. But that song was one that never got released. But he played it at a lot of his shows. So people heard it and they think of it as an Avicii tune. And we would love for it to be an Avicii collab. But unfortunately, we weren't given the rights to use his name. So we're just taking our work, which in this case was the top line.
Yep, the melody and the lyrics.
And we're remaking a new track, completely new track. And
We have a little bit of demo-itis
Oh, that's
because obviously
great.
Tim is amazing.
yeah,
But yeah, so that's been our biggest challenge with the record. But I hope it does find its way to have a life, just because I think it would be a beautiful continuation.
yeah. So let's hope 2022, Enough is Enough, or Don't Give Up on Us, will be released.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay, guys, and up next I have a cliche question that probably you guys get a lot. Is there any musician or any DJs that you really want to collaborate in the future?
I would love to work with Calvin Harris.
Yes.
I think he's such a genius. Just because he just merges pop with like
Dance.
and a different flavor. Just
Cool.
feels original.
I want to work with him in the studio.
Me too.
Because you always create real magic when you're together in the room. I feel like with everyone's crazy schedules these days, we do collaborate a lot more via the internet.
But become the norm to just do everything remotely,
Yes.
which can be good
Yes.
because often when you collaborate with people in the room, sometimes
If the flow's not right, then you may as well do it on your own.
then you
But
waste your day.
I just would love to be with Calvin in the room, writing with him, and and going back and forth with the vibe.
Imagine if it like turned out really bad, we'd end up fighting. Yeah, that sucks.
Liv and I used to always be jinxed with our big sessions. Our publisher would say, "Okay, we've got you in the room with Kathy Dennis, who was and is still one of our idols."
Yeah, she's a hero.
And I feel like whenever we had these big pressure sessions, we would underperform.
Yeah. Or we just didn't deliver.
Yeah.
I think because we would second guess ourselves.
Yes. You
And-
want. Yeah.
You feel a bit insecure in what you're making, whereas normally we have quite a lot of confidence with what we're doing in the studio.
These days, I would say 90% of the time, it's
Work
just
on
you and
that.
I. Yeah. But we've worked in the room with lots of artists and lots of DJs, and it's quicker, and I think it's better. We've worked with Nicky Romero in the room, worked really well. That was like home. Avicii, Tim Bergling.
Really well.
Yeah, Afrojack, amazing. Who else? Well, Kesha, obviously, in the room. Kylie Minogue in the room. Kelly Rowland in the room. It's just nice because you get
a vibe.
Yeah, and you get answers quickly. Like, does that note work for you or does it not work? Okay, what about this chord?
I think also, if you're working with an artist in the room, immediately they feel more connected.
Yeah.
So they're going to fight more for the tune.
We've tried to do some Zoom sessions.
Yeah.
They work okay.
Yeah, I think that's better than nothing.
It's a great medium ground.
Yeah.
But there's nothing better than being in the room and letting it all out.
Okay, guys, that's cool, Calvin Harris. I would love to hear you guys collaborate with him. And are there any new genre, maybe, of music that you guys want to try?
It's a really good question. Because we've traditionally, we did our learning wheels, is that what you say?
Yeah.
Training wheels. We did our training wheels in pop music and then we moved more to dance music. I feel like we want to touch
on everything.
On every genre of music. You know, funnily enough, we're doing like a kids music program now, which is a lot of fun. And we used to pay the bills,
do jingles
for
advertising companies.
Yeah, so we love putting on different creative hats.
I think it would be so boring.
Music.
Yeah, I think it would be so boring if we had to write the exact same music every single day of our lives, or the same energy. We love changing BPMs, changing instruments, changing everything.
And that's why we love being DJs, because you can use other people's vocals, so your set doesn't sound so same.
Yeah.
I think, that's the beauty of being a producer DJ.
And also, I'm curious about, as a DJ and also as a musician, are there any obstacles or struggles that you've guys been through, and how do you guys overcome it?
You know what? I think in life, no life is a straight line. And I think, sure, we've had struggles, but that's kind of all come through our life path. I think our career path, I guess we've had ups and downs as well.
Definitely.
Our career didn't happen overnight. We
hustled.
We hustled hard. And I think we spent a lot of years,
learning.
Yeah, learning. And we were that classic story of like waitressing in London just so we could make our music in the day or afford
pay the bills.
Yeah. So
now we appreciate our life a lot. Like we're thankful for every single gig and every single bit of success. Yeah. Anyone that listens to our music, we're happy about that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, life is a straight line, and we've definitely had personal issues that have taken the wind out of our sails.
Yeah.
And that's affected our work, our productivity, of course. But then, hopefully being a musician and being, writing lyrics, we can turn that into something positive or productive, at least, in the future.
And how do you guys cope with like pressure or setbacks? Because every musician has always got a setback, right? Like even failures over your career, maybe as a DJ. What are the things that make you guys always come back stronger from those setbacks?
So I think some of the things that we've learnt is being able to take rejection has been a really big thing. I think at the beginning you used to take it really personally if someone didn't like your idea. But now we're fine with it.
Yeah, you just go where the love is. If someone's loving your vibe, give them more energy. If there's a country that loves you more, then tour them more.
Yeah, don't take it personally.
Yeah.
Someone's trash will be someone else's treasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we wrote When Love Takes Over, we actually wrote it for Kelly Rowland. We'd never met or spoken to David Guetta, and we delivered it to Kelly's label, and they respectfully, Max Goose, shout out, he said, girls, I love it, but it's not right for Kelly. And then 2 months later or 3 months later, David called us. That's how we met him. And then he wanted to release the record. And the same thing happened
with Best Friend.
Exactly.
Tucker. We wrote this tune together and recorded it, and then
it didn't make their album.
Yeah.
And we were a bit bummed about that because it was so different that we felt like it didn't fit our sound.
Yeah. definitely didn't fit our Nervo sound.
No. And then Apple picked it up, and then it went back to Sophie Tucker, and then they released it. So, yeah, it's go where the love is. Don't take rejection so personally, because it's creative and everyone has a view.
Yes.
And keep doing what feels good. I think that's the biggest thing in creativity.
Yeah. I think when you let go of trying to please everybody, you finally let go of the noise and you please yourself.
You feel happy as an artist.
Yeah.
Because people are always going to have a comment, an opinion. They're always going to say they don't like that drop, or they don't like that vocal, or that structure, or how you played, or
and things go well and things go bad. But when they go well or bad on your terms,
yes, you feel okay about it.
Yeah.
But if you go badly, but you feel like you've really compromised creatively, then that's when it feels
really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's been one lesson of ours.
Okay, guys, speaking of hate comments or haters, every DJs or musician will always have someone who disagrees with them. But you guys always have fans that support you and love you endlessly. So is there any moment from your fans that you guys remember, like it's very memorable?
So many memorable moments. We've had fans propose at shows of ours. We've had people just reach out with really humbling, beautiful things to say, like they met at a gig of ours and they fell in love, or a song of ours helped them get through a hard time in their life, or
and I feel like with social media being so close to us, it's really nice to feel our fans and to know our fans. And there's a real community, a worldwide community.
Yeah.
You know,
they call themselves Nervo Nation.
Yeah.
And they're really dedicated. They know everything about our...
Loyal.
They're loyal. They know everything about our personal lives.
Yep.
They put everything together, and they're just awesome. Yeah. We love them.
We never, being songwriters for other people, we never experienced fans. And it's not an ego thing at all. It's a community thing. And I think what has helped us during our peaks and our troughs have been the Nervo Nation family.
Definitely the dips.
Absolutely the dips. And when you speak to promoters that book us, a lot of them tell us that our fans are the most, the loudest. Yeah, they always buy the tickets first, ask for meet and greets backstage.
They're just very involved.
Very involved.
And we feel that energy.
Absolutely. We recognize people in almost every single crowd.
It's funny, you see the Free Britney movement with her fans, and
they gave her a voice.
Yeah.
I feel like they knew, because of they could piece things together. They knew that she was being gagged and she wasn't able to say certain things about her family situation. And the fans were the ones
They rose.
The Britney army. Is that
Yeah.
And they changed the game, and I think fans are really important.
Yeah.
I think we like to show a lot of our life in the real way. We like to do our social media. We do have a girl, Gina, shout out, we love you, who helps us. That's just our stance on the window to the world. Because I feel the more genuine you are in your music and your social media and everything, the easier it is to breathe, right? Yeah, but fans are amazing.
And also, speaking of the origin of Nervo, I heard you guys were models before becoming a DJ. Is it true?
Well, kind of. It's one of those in-between truths, because yes, we were part of a modelling agent when we were, 15?
Yeah, and they were a legit agency.
We were on their books because we were really identical then. We're identical twins, and we had the same haircuts and we looked very similar. So yeah, we were on their books, and we did do a few jobs, but we never had enough time to really commit to it. So because we were so busy trying to get our music working.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
but if it wasn't for being with the agency, we wouldn't have had some breaks within our music.
Yeah.
Because there was one story of us doing some modelling work, and they wanted to know what we were behind the photo. And we said that we are musicians and we love music and we want to write songs for pop stars. And that's how we got our first introduction into the Australian music industry, remember?
Which led to the UK.
Yep, some managers hit us up. We wrote some demos and, all one thing led to another. So I will say one thing that being with the modelling agency taught us was, it taught us to grow up really quickly.
Be professional.
Be professional, turn up on time. We started doing some modelling jobs and making money actually when we were 15.
Yeah.
And that was really good because
we love that taste of independence.
Yeah.
And
professionality in an adult world when we still weren't adults. So it was definitely positive for us.
So I guess you're both more into music than modeling, right?
Yes, of course.
Definitely.
And I always see this pizza sign at your gigs. Can you tell us the story behind that?
Yeah. There definitely was a time there when
we lived off pizza.
Yeah. Legitimately, I think we ate it. I think that I went 3 days where all I ate was pizza.
Yep.
But
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And, the way we justified it is it's basically a sandwich that's hot and it's delicious. And we didn't get fat.
Without gaining weight?
No, on tour we lose weight.
Yeah, I think we're so busy running from airport to hotel to club that you burn so much energy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's great.
The pizza diet. Try it.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Me as a pizza lover myself, I think it's not a bad thing. And also, speaking of fans again, what's your formula to connect with your audience and fans and making such a bomb record?
I think, again, we just have to be really true to ourselves. And our fans will follow. If they don't, hopefully we'll get some other ones that like the new direction.
And I think sometimes our fans even tell us which records they like the most of ours, that they're unreleased. And sometimes that's really nice because that gives us a little boost on which way we want to go. Recently we released a record with Alexander Stan.
Yeah. And
I loved it because, it changed the vibe in our set.
Yeah.
And I feel like the fans were really
loving
vocal when it came to social media and were like, we love this happy music. Thank you for putting this out. So, it's really...
That's a great thing about collaborating is when you collaborate, you also do kind of become part of another world for a moment.
And social media. I think the instant notification of social media from your fans is so important.
Now, speaking of your music, your records, can you tell us, from all of your songs, each of you can have a different answer, of course. What is the song that you guys think is the greatest, the best song you had, and why?
Okay, the greatest song and why. That is really difficult. Obviously, our career exploded in the whole dance music explosion. And I'm obviously nostalgic about those days. And I really do love We're All No One. Yeah, because I love the meaning of the song. I love actually the sound that we created.
Yeah. Because
we used less bells and whistles production-wise.
Yeah.
And now I find what we do in the studio is we will comp one lead vocal, compress it, EQ it, bring it up really high. Whereas back then we didn't know how to do that as well.
It sounds a bit more indie.
Sounds more indie. Yeah. I'm nostalgic about it. I love the Nervo Goes to Paris remix. It's just one of my favorites.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I think I really love some of the new stuff we're doing. I think it's sonically very different and lyrically very real, which always feels good.
Yeah.
And you both are wonderful, creative, hardworking female DJs. And speaking of hardworking and consistency, how do you guys keep on consistently grow and also be creative in making your music? And what is it like to be one of the biggest woman names in the EDM industry?
So I think what helps us continuously grow is our industry is continuously changing. Yeah. There's so many genres within dance music that keeps you on your toes creatively and inspired. And I think that's been a real blessing.
Yeah.
Creatively.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think also with the gender thing is we try not to really think about it too much. You know, we just get on with the work. I think the second you get too comfortable is when maybe that's when the work will start to slip.
Okay, so I hope you guys gonna collab soon. And also, what do you guys think about the future of female DJs? Or are there any like wishes for the upcoming future generation of female DJs?
So the future of females.
I think it's bright.
Absolutely.
I think there's no better time than now to be a female DJ. You're seeing girls dominate the techno scene, dominate the bass scene.
And dominate it through their music, not their image, which I also think is really cool.
Yeah.
You know, when we started, there was a lot of negativity around females within the DJ world.
Yeah, every girl DJ basically wore a bikini to DJ in.
Yeah.
It was all about her sexuality, her look. Whereas now it's shifted onto the music that she produces and the way that she plays.
Which is super cool, important.
So it's a good time for girls. Go get it, girls! I think we were really lucky and blessed to have some guys in the scene, men, really support us and be vocal about their support for us.
Really successful men in our industry as well.
Yeah.
They lifted us. We did come across a few men that did not lift us.
Yeah.
And said, what do you mean you want to be a DJ? You write for DJs.
Yeah. What do you mean you want to put your name on the record? This is my record. You're working for me.
Yeah. But there was some who
we
were
stopped
amazing.
working for those guys. And we moved on to the guys that were amazing and said, yeah, sure, put your name on with me. Let's collab.
And some guys that helped us. I remember Afrojack early on in our career because we used to play with a computer because
Serato.
Because we literally went from DJing in our bedroom to DJing for David at Pasha, which was scary for us. So we had the computer as a backup. And I remember Nick Afro saying to us, girls, you've got to get off the computer. You've got to be able to get up on stage with all of us, stick your USB in, show everyone that you can beat match and just play back to back.
That gave us the kick to get rid of the computer.
Yes. And then I remember Chucky. Teaching us loads of tricks.
Yeah, me too. I remember him teaching us the reverb.
Yeah.
I remember Ned Shepherd and Sultan teaching us the 8 trick. Trick with the BPM.
Yeah, crazy.
So there's a few little tricks that we all learn, and some of the guys were, bless them, really
supportive and helped us.
Yeah. We'll never forget them.
Never.
Okay guys, we're gonna play a game. It's called Where and When. And this is the first picture. Can you guess?
Okay, that looks like from the top that we're wearing
It's a festival.
to be about 2016, 2015.
2016. It's in 2016.
Maybe it looks like, is it in Indonesia?
I think
This one's tricky.
Yeah, I can't see much around the photo to give me a clue.
It's not Jakarta. It's not in Jakarta. It's in New York.
Oh, it's in New York?
It starts with B.
A festival in New York. Electric Zoo?
That's the only festival we've played in New York.
We played the V Fest, but that was outdoors. The Virgin Fest,
not
that
New
was
York.
like, no, but it was Connecticut, North.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bravo. Yeah. It starts with B and ends with D.
So can you tell us?
It's Billboard Festival 2016 in New York, guys.
Oh.
Oh, no idea.
No, I don't know. I'm confused.
Blanking. I think,
I'm confused.
Maybe I had too many beers or something. I don't know.
Okay, let's jump into the second picture.
Oh, I know this one.
Where was it?
It's in Europe.
That was recent.
Okay.
This one was this year.
In
No,
Europe?
in 2021. In Europe.
In Croatia.
Yeah. Smile Festival.
Yes, correct. Okay, 1 point for you guys.
Ding ding.
Up next, number 3, we got this picture right here.
Ushuaia in Ibiza.
Nervo Nation.
Oh my gosh, that was our home for years. We had a residency there, and that looks like it was
Pride Month
because of your
my
rain-
braids,
yeah.
my colourful rainbow braids.
and that was 2017, 18?
19.
No,
because
not 19.
We're 2022 now. Yeah, I think 19.
No. It's 2018.
Really? Okay. And that was sick individuals there.
Yeah. Because they were playing with us.
We'd just done a collaboration with them. Yeah. Amazing gig. Amazing.
Such a fun time. Okay, let's move to the next picture. Number 4.
Okay, it's a biggie. I think that's Romania in 2017, maybe 2016. Is that Untold Festival? What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
From the crowd.
Yes, correct. You
Is it?
get another point for this.
Oh, yay!
Well done. Well done.
Yay! What was that? 3 out of 4?
So that's the end of today's SHVR. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Nervo, for coming today. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. Thank you, SHVR. But last and not least, can you guys give some greetings for the Indonesian fans?
Well, thanks, guys.
Yes. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Thank you so much for the interview, for listening to us
Yeah.
ramble on about our career. We've loved talking to you.
And we appreciate the support. We really do. Have a wicked, and we look forward to seeing everyone in the flesh
2022.
Peace.
Yay! Terima kasih, Nervo. Guys, do you like what I'm wearing today? Do you like my outfit? This is from SHVR official merchandise, and I'm gonna send it out to you guys right after this show. Okay, Shibrian, can you guys guess who's gonna be our next guest? Just write it on the comment section below, and then don't forget to like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Podcast ini juga bisa lo dengerin di Spotify ya. Don't forget to follow at SHVR_ID on Instagram to get the latest info about lifestyle dan juga updates dari podcast ini. Okay, Shibrian, thank you so much for watching and listening. See you on the next episode, and goodbye!
Higher.